Talked about Thanksgiving a little bit, and there's this old thinking in the NHL that once you get past Thanksgiving, the standings really start to mean something. Teams, with the exception of the Blues last year, kind of are who they are. So let's begin on the positive side, as promised, with the Bruins. Best team in the NHL?
I think there's an argument to be said about that. There's no question. I think they have the best line in the NHL. Pastrnak is just ripping it up. 25 goals, just continues to score at a torrid pace. Their goaltending seems to be really strong. And even when they seem to be down games, they're down 2 to the Rangers the other day, they come back and win. They're down to Montreal, they come back and win. This team just seems to have no fear. They're never out of a game. And they're just so poised. They're so resilient. And I just feel with one of the best power plays in the National Hockey League, the way that they're going right now, it looks like they're poised and ready maybe to make a return to the Cup. They've been really impressive.
Well, everything that JR just said, I'd echo that, but I'd say it about the St. Louis Blues. They're a team that really looks like they've benefited from that Stanley Cup championship experience. Without Sammy Blais being in the lineup, without Tarasenko being in the lineup, these guys are still rolling along. No Stanley Cup hangover at all. I mean, look at Braden Shen. This guy can score 40 goals. I mean, I've always loved his physicality, but now he's scoring goals at will, JR, and these guys aren't missing a beat right now.
And I think it's a lesson that a lot of teams can learn around the National Hockey League because everybody goes through injuries, right? The Boston Bruins have been without Bergeron for a couple games now. They continue to win without their emotional leader. They're the guy who's the best defensive guy, the guy who really makes that offense go in terms of the poise. In St. Louis, with Tarasenko being out, no problem. You have Shen steps up to the plate. You have Perron steps up to the plate. Bozak scored a big goal the other day. So it's really impressive to see how they don't let anything bother them. And that's what championship teams do. They go into every game expecting they're going to win no matter who's in the lineup. Boston will do it. Look at all the secondary scoring that Boston has had. Yes, Pastrnak has scored a lot, but Jake DeBrusk is scoring goals. You have Charlie McAvoy playing great. Their defense, Charlie Coyle's playing great after that new contract. Really impressive to watch these guys, and just they don't let the negative get into the way of their game.
And you know what's going to be even more important, too, is the fact that St. Louis did it the way they did it last year. Now every team has hope, right? Every team points to St. Louis and say, hey, look at these guys. These guys were in last place in January, and they stormed back the second half and still had a chance to win a Stanley Cup. I mean, another team in a similar run in previous years was the Pittsburgh Penguins, same exact thing. But we always talk parity. Well, St. Louis Blues, they showed it. So now if you're in a room in one of these teams that are having a disappointing first half, you're saying to yourselves, hey, boys,
there's a chance.
St. Louis did it. We have a chance.
Yeah, but it's a great point to say, because if you're the St. Louis Blues, are you worried about anything at this point?
Nothing.
Right? Are you worried about anything? I mean, they were, God damn it, they were in last place January 3rd. Right? And they just rattled off. And look at even in the finals. That here, we're going to Boston. It looked like Boston's about ready to win the Stanley Cup at home. Boom. They come back and win. The resiliency of that team. So for me, their confidence has got to be sky high, regardless of who is in the net and regardless of who is in the lineup. It's impressive. There's been a lot of teams that I've been impressed with, and maybe teams that nobody thought would be as competitive right now.